Hello, Jon Bleicher here again at the Hot Shops. Today we're going to make a fish. We're here with Kim Selmeyer, who's the chief marketing at the Hot Shops, and thanks to her expertise we're making educational videos. I'm just doing a little prefabrication work. Today we're making that's called a Tang. It's a yellow tropical fish. My son has a saltwater tank at home and requested a Tang. So we're working with borosilicate glass. Melting point's about 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Torch is running at about just north of 3,000 degrees. And the moving temperature, to really get this stuff to, it may melt, it melts at a range of temperatures around just shy of 2,000 degrees, and to get it to really go and move, and it's about 2,500 degrees. Borosilicate glass. So this is actually, I'm making a handle to mount the fish on, which is going to be distinguishable from a blade of seaweed. We'll give it a little bit of life. This is a clear stick of 9mm borosilicate glass, and then I dipped it in some lake green fret, kind of a blue-green color. It's very pretty. And pulled it and twisted it and gave it a little texture. So for these borosilicate fish, I like to use a 9mm clear base. That's not critical. You could use 10 or whatever size you want. The first step is to coat the base with, in this case I'm using a China white. The color of just about any sculpture is enhanced with a white background. I think that Michelangelo and Da Vinci and Picasso, they all started with a white base. They painted white onto their canvas for the same reason. The colors with a white background to reflect the lighter more. The iPhone lens has a didymium cover on it. Didymium is it's two rare earth metals. I think it's niobium and neodymium, something like that. Didymium it's called. And it serves to filter the orange flare, the sodium flare out of the flame, so you can see better what's going on. This is cadmium color, they call it. The crayon reds and oranges and yellows. Very vibrant colors, which I love, but they're a little delicate. You have to work them out here in a cooler part of the flame. If you get them too hot too quickly, they tend to boil. So we're gently warming the yellow glass and painting on a thin coat, just like that. And we'll do the same process as we did with the white. Put on some yellow stripes and then homogenize it with the drill. Again, it's a matter of melting in the glass, softening it up. The Hot Shops. It's an amazing, it's an old warehouse in the downtown area of Omaha, just north of downtown, Nodo, north of downtown, in what used to be a blighted area of the city, and it's becoming extremely vibrant. About 50 studios in this old warehouse, and there's more than 70 artists. So now there's two layers. There's a clear borosilicate stick in the center, 9mm. There's a coating of Asian white China white they call it, over the borosilicate, which is homogenized. And now there's a layer of this particular yellow is called goldenrod. And we're working it out in the cooler part of the flame so it doesn't boil, and gently homogenizing this onto the stick. This is all going to be the base for a yellow tang fish. Multi-layered glass is now going to be pressed. Better pay attention here. Pressed between these parallel mashers. They're made of stainless steel. I got them in Murano, Italy from, I don't know the guy's name, it'll come to me. And here we go. This is a lot of fun. Smash. One fish. Looks delicious, doesn't it? So we're going to put a fin, a dorsal fin on the top with several layers of yellow. It's a very yellow fish, very pretty fish. Many layers of yellow. Layering streaks of glass. There we go. Some beautiful fins. I'm going to shape them a little bit next. Just take a stick of clear glass. This will work. We'll get this ventral fin heated up, nice and soft and pliable, and then we're going to drag it towards the posterior part of the fish, just like that. Actually wrap it around just a little bit. That's how my son sent me a picture of a tang, and that's how they kind of go. Their fins go all the way back, and then that heat kind of ruined my fin pattern, so we'll get that back in there a little bit. We can fix that at the very end too. So that's a nice ventral fin. Normally I make the tail first, but this is a different kind of fish where the fins actually come all the way to the back of the fish. We'll see how this comes out. So the tail, we're going to insert right back there where a good tail belongs. Smash it like that and then shape it. There's an old adage in lamp working. It's not what you can make, it's what you can fix. So it's good when things don't always go the way they're supposed to. You learn more. And again, now we're pulling that into a nice tail fin. At some point we can go back. Right now I'm going to leave it straight, but you can go back and bend it a little bit, give it a little bit of life, so it's not just straight. Fish are so much fun to make because even a bad fish still looks like a fish when you're done. So we're going to give this guy, look how fun this is. Give him a nice pointy nose. And then we're going to bring it back just a little bit with heat. I'm going to take a little dot, a little dab of butter, and put it in the eye socket. It took me many fails to get eyeball symmetry And that's one lesson of torch work. You learn how to be a good failure. You have to try and fail a lot to get it right. And so we put smaller dots of black on top of the bigger dots of white. With a very steady hand, which I don't have. As you can see, the concept. Those of you who've seen the frog video know that you have to make the right sound to get the mouth just right. Perfect. Looks like a horse, kind of. Maybe it's a seahorse. You just put a little small dot of glass like that. And try and get that symmetrical. Who's gonna know, right? Post through the eyeball about a little over halfway down. 2 dots. They're good. I'm gonna mount the Tang on a piece of seaweed. Get 2 pieces to stick well. They should both be at about the same temperature. Good solid union there between the 2 bits. I take off the other handle now. Some heat into the piece. Let this other handle solidify. Remove the fused on 6mm stick, and then leave at the same time, leave a nice tail. Beautiful. There he is. One Tang.
Oh, did it just break off?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, no.
That's right. It wasn't, you know, if it did that, then it wasn't a good fish anyway. He died in the oven.
Died? This one didn't make it.
Thank you for coming out. See you soon. Thanks for supporting the hot chops.